Right, so I do believe, unless I'm forgetting a video that I've done, this is a brand new genre of TikTok drama today, and it is the candle drama. Also, it's worth noting that I was talking about this situation with Emily, my girlfriend, and she wanted me to call it the candle scandal, and she also wanted to make it very clear that if anyone else uses that name, we will be taking legal action. I mean, someone else has definitely said it before, but we don't care. But either way, let's add some context to the candle scandal. So there's two main people, or two main companies that you need to be aware of. The first one being Mavwicks Fragrances with 362,000 followers, and the second one being Flicker and Flame Candle Company with 35,000 followers. Now, looking at the website, it seems like Mavwicks kind of focuses on fragrances, just like nice smelly stuff. They also have this like door bowl, which I guess is something that you put like your own candles into. And looking at Flicker and Flame, they also sell fragrances, but then also kind of focus on candles as well. Well, recently there's been a big back and forth between these two companies that have got a ridiculous amount of views. We can see on Flicker and Flame, their first video on this has got 2.5 million views. Then you've got all the responses that all have hundreds of thousands of views. Like, people are clearly very interested in this, and it actually started from one of Mavwick's videos where she's talking about a different company, not one of the two companies we just mentioned. Now, before we get any further with the video, I do just want to do a bit of a shameless plug here because we have just uploaded a brand new video on our travel channel. I would like to think it's our best video we've uploaded on there so far, so if you do want to check that out, the link will be in the description. If you don't, no worries, no hard feelings, and yeah, let's get back into the video.
First off, let me start off by saying there is room for business for everybody out there. There are so many fragrance companies on this app, and I love that they're like absolutely killing it. I have friends in the fragrance world who are selling candles, who are selling room sprays, who are selling upholstery, who are selling laundry detergent, who are selling all the same things that I'm selling, and I'm probably one of their biggest cheerleaders. What is not cool with me is whenever another brand word for word steals my fragrance names that I have come up with.
Okay, so straight away you see why she's not happy. She's saying that this other company is copying her fragrance names, and she goes on to mention that she's currently going through the process of getting these names trademarked, but it can take a long time. And then she goes on to explain the type of names that can't be trademarked and the type of names that can.
But one thing that can be trademarked are fragrance names, as long as they don't include things like natural, like vanilla or lavender or anything like that. But Brazilian Summers, Enchanted Rouge, Luxe, Goddess, all my fragrance names can be trademarked and are currently going through the process.
And then at this point, she goes on to show examples of this company that's copying her.
There's another fragrance brand right now that is like actively stealing our names and the fragrances that are associated with our names. There's 3 of them that I've seen so far, and I tried to handle it like very amicably and was met with a lot of hostility.
And then we actually get to see this company's response. So they've said, out of the 40 carpet fragrances and 70 diffuser fragrances, you point out 3 names. Thanks for the feedback, but this is for customer support for people who made purchases. And the way she explains it when she's showing these messages is almost as if like these first messages, he didn't know that he was actually talking to the owner of Mavwicks. He thought it was just kind of someone pointing it out, but then he quickly realized who he was talking to. Doubling back, didn't realize this was actually Mavwicks, thought it was a random person on the internet. But just for insight, those 3 cents do not sell for us. They probably like 30 to 40 a day, so I don't want you to think that we're capitalizing off the names because we're not. Laundry and Mahogany is what blew ours up. Just a little clarification. And Warm Caramel. I wish I could say Luxe and Goddess did, but the truth is they didn't. We just added those about 2 weeks ago or so. We've been selling carpet fresheners for months. To which Mavwicks responded saying, right, I've been selling these fragrances with these names for years. I kindly ask that you change the names of them and stop selling them under that name since they are currently going through the trademark process. I'm all for friendly competition, but stealing the exact names is wild. And then Mavwicks goes on to say thank you for removing them, to which they replied, I didn't. I don't know why she thought they were removed, but then they carry on saying, and Brazilian Summers is an oil we bought from Midwest Fragrance Company. I likely won't until all the supply is gone. So basically their excuse for this Brazilian Summers name that is allegedly copied is that they bought it from Midwest Fragrance Company, and then Mavwick goes on to explain that that's not true in her opinion.
I know Midwest Fragrance Company because I've done a lot of business with them in the past, and that is not the name of their oil. Their name of their oil is Brazilian Crush. We are the ones, Mavwicks, are the ones that renamed it to Brazilian Summers and went through the trademark process.
And then for the remainder of the video, she basically explains that she's all for competition, she supports these other candle companies all the time, but you shouldn't be copying people's fragrance names, and that's basically it, right? She's giving her opinions on it. Now, the reason why I'm kind of skimming through this video quickly is because it's kind of unrelated to the rest of the drama that happens. Because at this point, Flicker and Flame, the company we spoke about earlier, actually makes a response video to this saying, it's interesting how you're making this video when you made a multi-million-dollar business copying our company.
What's not cool is creating a multi-million-dollar business off the back of my company, Flicker and Flame.
And then goes on to explain that Mavwicks would purchase products from Flicker and Flame and then, allegedly, in her opinion, copy them.
Mavwicks Candle Company used to look like this, until Megan Reed, the owner of Mavwicks Candle Company, started ordering all of these products from us. And magically, now her whole brand looks just like this. If you don't know what Flicker and Flame looks like, here's a quick little snapshot.
Now, looking at both their pages side by side, the screenshots she showed in the video, they do look pretty similar. I mean, that's fair to say, but also, they also do look kind of similar to a lot of candles you would probably see. I mean, it's black and white packaging with like flowy text on it, right? So you would probably see that in a lot of different places. In fact, I did have a quick Google. I just kind of searched like black and white candle company packaging, and there was quite a lot that are very similar. This was just one that I saw, obviously black and white packaging with kind of like the same type of text. This might have been copied too from Flicker and Flame. I don't know, right? I think it would be kind of hard just based on the packaging being similar to know that it's copied. Obviously, then there's the added context that she had purchased from her company, so she goes on to explain the situation further.
This story is so deep and so crazy. It's honestly unbelievable. Like, it's been going on for about 3 years now, and I have piles and piles of evidence. And I would stitch her original video so that she could see it for herself, but I'm blocked, so I think that speaks for itself.
And now it's at this point that we get a big back and forth, like multiple videos literally responding to each other over and over again. So looking at Mavwick's first response video, she kind of gives a bit of a backstory for company and explains how she started having an interest in the candle community.
I started Mavwicks in November of 2020, where we used to sell primarily dough bowl candles. Our work looked a lot like this. I fell in love with the candle community, and there's these groups on Facebook, and I loved them. Like, it was so much fun to get in there and to learn and to meet all these other candle makers. My favorite thing was to support other makers as well, so I would post in the candle group asking for people, you know, for their websites so that I could support them. Because if you're a candle maker, then you know you don't really like burning your own candles. You like burning everyone else's candles because you're stuck smelling your candles all day long, and I don't know, like, it's just a thing.
And this is kind of like a big thing that Mavwicks will bring up a lot throughout these videos, is that she supports other companies, so she purchases from a lot of companies. It wasn't just Flicker and Flame.
I have so many friends in the candle community, like, I support all of them. Like, see, when this girl opened up her business, I was like one of the first to buy a candle from her, as I did with so many other people in the candle community.
And then even goes on to say that the first time she heard about Flicker and Flame was when Flicker and Flame originally bought products from Mavick. So she kind of returned the favor and then ordered stuff from Flicker and Flame too.
Back when I sold dough bowls, this cute little southern girl reached out to me, and she wanted to buy a bunch of my Christmas tree shaped dough bowls. And she bought a bunch from me over a short amount of time, like well over $5,000 worth. Of course, I looked into her business, and I was immediately captivated by who she was as a person, and most importantly, the why behind her business. And because she had purchased so much from me, I wanted to support her business as well. So I purchased a few of her things too.
And at this point, we actually hear a response to these like packaging claims, right? That the packaging's copied. And in Mavwick's video, and in fact on multiple videos, she kind of mentions like it's black and white packaging. A lot of people do something similar.
She's doing this because she thinks that she is the one who created black and white packaging, which, I mean, I'm sorry, you're not. There's tons of other companies who have black and white packaging. It is a trend because black and white is very in right now. I want to make it very, very clear that I have never stolen anything from another company. I have never stolen fragrance names. I have never stolen trademark items. I have never stolen anything. Everything that I have done for my business, I have put the blood, sweat, tears, and tons and tons and tons of hours into building what it is today.
And then we actually get to see an email that Mavwick sent to Sadie, I'm assuming the owner of Flicker and Flame, about Sadie's video. It has been brought to my attention that you have created a video about me. I saw it and I'm really disheartened and saddened by it. I have loved watching your company grow and loved your heart being behind the company. I have supported your company as well as dozens of other candle companies in the past. There were even posts in the candle group of me asking for people's websites so that I can support them as well. You have also purchased from my business in the past when I was selling dough balls, and in return I supported your company, was inspired by it along with many other companies who do black and white packaging. I did not piggyback off your company. I worked the long hours and put blood, sweat and tears into my business to make what it is today. I never stole any names, any intellectual property or anything of the sort, and while you have a black and white brand, I have a black on black brand. There are thousands of companies who use similar packaging because the pickings in the fragrance world are slim. You are not the first to create black and white packaging, and insinuating that I am only successful because of you is insane to me. Nothing was stolen from you, Sadie. Nothing. I can scroll the candle group and pull up hundreds of people with similar packaging as us. videos. I purchased from your company, and this bit's hard to read because of the text over it, but because a Southern girl reached out to me asking to buy my Christmas tree shaped dough balls from me, and when I looked into her business, I was immediately grasped by the sweet demeanor of the why behind her business. The first live of yours I watched, you told your story on why you named your business Flicker and Flame. Your way that you allowed Jesus to be all over your business was so inspiring. I'm sad to learn that this is where your heart lies. I never blocked you, you blocked me years ago, okay? That's a big difference in the story, right? Who blocked who? Who knows? I hope we can come to a resolution. I kindly ask that you remove your video since it does in fact mislead with false information, as I've never stolen anything from you or your business. I hate drama, and the only reason I made the video about the other company was because they were directly stealing from me, my actual fragrance names. And when I very politely confronted them to work it out behind closed doors, I was met with extreme hostility. Now, as you can imagine, because I mentioned the back and forth earlier, Sadie then responds to this video. And Sadie starts the video explaining the stuff that she had bought from Mavwicks previously, which was these, like, dough bowls are called.
The dough bowls that I ordered from her weren't filled candles. They were empty dough bowls because she posted them in a candle resource group on Facebook, and I purchased them there from her. I did purchase a lot of them, and that's what put me on her radar.
Sadie then goes on to explain that Mavwicks would purchase stuff from Sadie's company pretty often for a 6-month period, and after she would purchase a product, she would then release something very similar.
Shortly after we were put on her radar from the dough bowls, she started ordering from our app on September 7th of 2022, and she ordered all the way up until March 11th of 2023, when I called it and realized that every product she was ordering, she was shortly thereafter coming out with. For example, she purchased Rogue laundry detergent from us, and not long after she came out with laundry detergent in the scent Rouge and laundry detergent. That wasn't something she sold previously.
Sadie then goes on to explain when she noticed this, she ended up cancelling Mavwicks' next orders, refund her for an order that she had already made, for this reason that she didn't want the products to be copied, and she says that Mavwicks only copied from Flicker and Flame, in her opinion. So when she's saying that she purchased from loads of companies, it doesn't matter because she didn't copy them, she copied Flicker and Flame, again, in her opinion.
On March 11th, when I canceled, refunded, and returned her order, I also sent a message with that stating, hey, Megan, I know that it's come to my realization that you're copying all of our products, so that is the reason for the refund and cancellation of your order and the blocking of your account from our app. No response. I'm most certainly insinuating that the products that she ordered from other companies, she didn't recreate those and make her own products look like those candles. She only ordered our products, almost $600 worth to be exact, and recreated those with her name on them. So yes, her heart may be in supporting other candle companies, but she's not copying their branding. And
then we do actually get a comparison here, which is specifically like the instructions or like the disclaimer on the products.
Here's the instructions from our laundry detergent label. Safe for use in HE washing machines. May be harmful if swallowed. Skin safe fine fragrance oil. Test for irritation with sensitive skin. May cause eye irritation. May be used as a detergent or half serving as a scent booster. I made it up, y'all. All right, let's read hers. All right, now let's read hers. Safe for use in HE washing machines. Do not swallow. Made with skin-safe fine fragrance oils, but if irritation occurs, discontinue use. Spot test on skin for irritations. May cause eye irritation. May be used as a detergent or scent booster with half serving.
Okay, in my opinion, I don't think that's maybe the best comparison to lead with, like a disclaimer or instructions, because it does sound very similar to a lot of instructions or disclaimers, but maybe it was copied. Maybe she's right here, but I feel like there'd be better alternatives to show a comparison with than disclaimers on a product. Now, of course, after this video was posted, Mavwicks then responds, and specifically, first of all, responds to the claims that she copied a scent.
One of them being imitating a scent that they have that's called Rogue. And she's saying that I copied her by naming mine Enchanted Rouge, which is just also false because Enchanted Rouge is inspired after the Baccarat Rouge scent. And I didn't even name it. I posted a video a long time ago that got like 7 million views asking for name recommendations, and I chose a name recommendation out of those comments.
And then she goes on to show the video that she posted before, talking about this product she's about to release, and she got the name from the comments, is what she's saying.
All right, TikTok, I need your help. I am releasing a brand new laundry detergent fragrance that I know you guys are going to go wild about. My only problem is that I can't figure out a name for it. So I need your guys' help and recommendations. But if you've ever smelled Baccarat Rouge 540 perfume, this is almost identical. The top notes are of saffron and jasmine, while the middle notes are of fir, resin, and cedar, and the bottom notes are amberwood. It's a perfect gender neutral smell.
Okay, so judging from that video, it does seem like she got the scent idea from a perfume that she liked, and that's kind of where the name came from, and she specifically got it from like the comments or whatever. So that's the first response. And in fact, Mavwicks goes on to actually compare this to something that Sadie did with a scent of hers.
Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with me using a fragrance that smells similar to Baccarat Rouge. As long as I don't name it Baccarat Rouge, I can use it. Just like Sadie can use the trademark scent Diva, but call it Drama Queen. It's the same exact thing.
And then at this point in the video goes on to respond to the claims about the instructions being copied.
Another thing that she's saying is that I copied her disclaimer on her packaging, which just is entirely false itself. The wording is not similar at all. And if you want me to be completely honest, I went on to ChatGPT and I said, hey, can you help me with the disclaimer for this product? And that's how I came up with my disclaimers.
And then the rest of this video is kind of Mavwicks giving the force on the situation, saying that she loves to support other brands all the time, shows examples of other brands that she has supported, and then ends the video saying that she's going to move on from the situation and just carry on with her business. But then after this video was posted, Sadie then responded again and showed more examples where she has said that Mavwicks has purchased from her company and then created something very similar.
On October 8th, she purchased laundry detergent from us, and on December 26, 2022, she posted exact same jar, exact same label, but inverted colors, same fonts, same wording, pictures. On November 28th of 2022, she purchased dryer balls from us. On September 10th of 2023, she launched them with the exact same packaging. Again, an inverted label, a little bit different label design, same packaging.
Okay, so what I will say, first of all, these are much better examples than the instructions one, in my opinion. I don't know why she didn't kind of start by showing these. But secondly, if that is the correct timeline, and she purchased these products and came out with something that does, in fact, look very similar, it does seem like she definitely took inspiration from them products. The thing is where do you draw the line at copying? Because if it's just the packaging looking similar, but the actual product is completely different, the scents are completely different, which I'm assuming they are, because Sadie never says that the scents are the same. So I guess it comes down to, like, how much weight do you put on the fact that the packaging looks very similar, which again does look similar to other brands too, but with the timeline, with the purchase of the products, it does seem like maybe she got the inspiration from Sadie's brand. And like I just said, it kind of depends on how much weight you put on that being copied. Like, would you claim that that is a copied product at that point? I guess if the packaging was like a lot more like unique, like it was like a really specific style that only Sadie does, and then that was kind of copied, there'd obviously be like a much bigger claim here because you can prove that a lot easier. I think the reason it is more like up in the air at this point is because the packaging maybe isn't the most unique in the world. So yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts at least. And then towards the end of this video, Sadie goes on to show an example of like the confusion that's happened because of these products looking similar. It's this email here saying, "Hi guys, I hope you are all enjoying your week. I wanted to reach out to the Flicker and Flame team because I had an interesting interaction with a customer today in our store. This customer came in today dead set that they were selling this other brand that she purchased off TikTok shop. This business was mentioned as Mavwicks Fragrances LLC. I took a look and they look very similar to your brand, maybe worth looking into. I feel it's a copycat. I posted a picture below. Either way, I love your brand and I'll keep supporting you all. Just wanted to bring this to your attention." And then we also get to see the message that Sadie sent Mavwicks when she kind of first came to the conclusion that the products were being copied, and it says, "Hey Megan, due to the extreme similarities between the products we make and now the products you make, down to the directions on the laundry soap, we are cancelling and refunding your order. We work hard to create original designs and products just like your bio on your website says, and we believe there is a beauty in originality. You have a great talent with the dough balls creation. There is so much room for individuality in this business, and I really hope this doesn't offend you, but rather motivate you to step out and personalize your products. Thank you for understanding," to which Sadie then says that she doesn't receive a response. And that's kind of where we're up to in this situation. This is the information that we have. It seems like the response in the comment sections is very 50-50 depending on whose comment section you're in. I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on everything that we spoke about, and I'm going to leave the video there. So if you did enjoy, please do leave a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.